Once upon a time, there was a two-headed eagle. Meow. Meow. That's all I got.
And this majestic creature flew across the European continent. I was going to say peninsula. And he implanted its face onto all of the flags. And that's all I got.
Yeah, because somehow it ends up on the flag of Serbia, and Albania, and Montenegro, and behind the sun on the flag of Macedonia, and, well, he landed on the flag of Germany as well, but he kind of got painted over.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Europe Scala 8, by the way.
I'm tessellating lesbians. No, hang on, that's not right. But anyway, this is a Eurovision debate, or debattle, or boobs. Eurovision boobs.
Eurovision boobs.
Well, there are plenty of them. Anyway, last time we determined that her ass would be defending Serbia, and I had a wild card, but I never actually chose what that country would be. And in the name of convenience and interesting shit and whatnot, I have chosen Montenegro. Yep.
Yep. And we did a coin toss earlier, and I got really interrupted midway through recording, and we determined that
she got interrupted by a bagel.
Yes, and bagels aren't even Serbian, I mean, what? Anyway, and we determined that I was going first. Again.
And so on that note, it's the round one where there are 2 minutes to just say words in favour of your country and just tickle the ballsack of the arguments that you're going to make. And so your time starts in ass and titties go.
Serbia, right? They competed as part of Yugoslavia for a long, long time, and then they gained their independence way back, I think it was in the 90s or something. And they debuted as part of Serbia and Montenegro in 2004 with the lovely Željko Joksimovic, and came second. First in the semi-final, so yay, we did good. And then we debuted as a proper independent nation in 2007, and we won on our debut as an independent country, which meant we got to host in 2008, and what a spectacular show we had that year. We had pirates and turkeys and all sorts of weirdness, but hey, it's Eurovision, and we hosted in Serbia. And then the year after that, we failed to qualify from the semi-final, but it's alright. It's alright, we've pretty much got a good qualification record, failing to qualify only twice. We didn't participate in 2014, but we came back in full force in 2015 with Bojana Stamenov, I can't pronounce, and Beauty Never Lies. I do admit that the Serbian version was better, but the English version just brought it all more poignant. So, yeah, Serbia, we do good. Our worst placing, 14th, with 85 points. And that's including the times that we failed to qualify. So yeah, Serbia, we do good in the actual Eurovision. Now the junior Eurovision, wow, that's an wow, very interesting. I've only got the page for this year, not this year, next year out. Next year? Last year. Laura can English. Our best placing in that, third, and we achieved this twice, so yay, we do good. And our worst placing in that was 12th. So yay! We do good in things when it comes to the Eurovision pie. Have I run out of time yet?
Yes.
Yay!
Dislike.
What the heck was that?
A pregnant pause.
I didn't know you were pregnant, Tess.
If a furry masturbates, does that result in pregnant pause? Let's reflect on this.
You have 2 minutes to defend Montenegro and why it is the best of the two-headed eagle countries. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, Montenegro, bitch. It means the Black Mountain, even its own name, Crna Gora, Black Mountain. Serbia? Yeah, hi. We used to be butt buddies, but then I moved out and gained independence. Because, right, everything you said up to 2007 also applies to us. Because, okay, granted, Jelko is Serbian, technically, and we can still claim that second place, and we would have won if only the countries in the final had voted. We sent no name in 2005 and 6, but then we couldn't take part in 2006 because there was weirdness involving the separation of stuff and the national final and shit, but we came 7th, and we would have been in the final again if we hadn't withdrawn so late that we still ended up voting. Anyway, then we sent 2 guys called Stevan. Well, one was Stevan, one was Stefan. And, okay, so we didn't have our first qualification until 2014, but much like Estonia, once we found our feet, we blew the competition away. Like, okay, so the first time we qualified, we came 7th and then 19th, and the second time, 9th and then 13th, but, like, Knez, with a song by Jelko, the traitor, but he's our traitor now, yeah, but we performed flawlessly, and we did good. We are... Okay, so our junior contest isn't as prominent, because as Serbia Montenegro, I don't remember how we did, but... Okay, we debuted last year and didn't do brilliantly, but we're looking for a sponsor to take part again this year. We have the Eurovision spirit, and apart from the years that we missed, 2010 and 11 in the big contest, we just keep trying, and we will be there until the end of time, as has been confirmed by Radio Television Crna Gora. So yeah, Montenegro will always be there, watching, waiting, commiserating. That was a Blink. That's Blink 182. They have nothing to do with Montenegro. But yeah, we are the best at space, and you cannot deny it. Also, we used to be Yugoslavia, but you established that for my arse. Yeah. Montenegro, bitches.
To further your point, we came 13th in the Junior Eurovision Song Contest in 2005 as Serbia and Montenegro.
I blame the Serbian half.
Yes, because our song, I think, literally translates to I love football or we love football. Ljubav pa futbol. It's something to do with football.
They spell it football. Anyway, we will now make like a boxing glove and moisturize our way to slide forwards on our butts into round 2, where we have 1 minute each to directly attack the points that we have already enmacorated. Do you have anything to add to that, ass?
No.
Or have I described it perfectly well?
Oh, yes.
Well, then, your start times in E through ton gbin.
Translate, please? Okay, listen, biatch. You stole our coastline. That's all we have to say to that. Anyway, you've pretty much found your shtick. It took you frickin' long enough. You failed to qualify since your debut as an independent nation, and you didn't participate twice in 2010 and 11. And you came back and I could only describe it as a blaze of what the actual heck. Like, Ero Nero, what the hell were you thinking? Seriously. Anyway, what? And Junior Eurovision, you only participated once. Granted, you may be participating again, but I've not seen confirmation anywhere that that is to be fact. If you can point me in the direction of this, that would be fabulous. Anyway.
Wikipedia.
Awesome. But yeah. All I can really say is that you haven't qualified as often as we have, and...
Yeah, well, you're out of time.
Yeah. Our best placing was first. So yeah. We're awesome. You may have our coastline, but at least we have a victory! I don't know
Are you
what's...
finished?
Sex, sexy sex, bono, uterus, fallopian.
The pillow in the living room.
Someone sounds drunk. Anyway, you have 1 minute to say why Serbia is the suckiest of sucky suck. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, okay, so you came first that one time, and then you came third with Jelko. Well, Jelko is an instant win button anyway, but he does it with flair. Well, we've used him, you've used him, shut up. But one thing that Montenegro can never lay claim to... Well, okay, two things have happened that Montenegro have never suffered. First of all, Barbara Dex Award. Your cupcake-ass girls in 2013 that didn't even qualify with Serbia's worst ever placing. And then, in 2009, you came 10th, but the juries didn't want you in the final. You got booted out for not being a wild card. So, suck on that with your 8-bit shoe dance, your Marco Conan Milan. You choreographed for the English version of the song and then performed it in Serbian. And you've always performed in Serbian, except for this year, when you broke the combo and performed in English, you tits. Okay, we've done the same thing, but still, you tits from Serbia. Yeah, we deserve your coastline more than you do, because we're pretty and shit. And you're Serbia. Drops microphone. He says without dropping his microphone.
You've broken it once, we don't need it broken again.
It didn't break, it's just that the clamp on the pop filter exploded and I repaired it.
Yay! Also, Montenegro, do more with your music videos other than just show people Montenegro.
But we're pretty. It's like Montenegro be like, okay, here's a Eurovision song, but first, let me take a selfie.
And you say Sweden is pretentious.
Oh, Sweden's just full of themselves.
True that. True that. There are a lot of Swedish people in Sweden.
Ah!
You saw what I did there!
I can hear a vacuum cleaner. And it's not just because your points sucked.
No, not gonna go there. Not going there. Anyway.
Okay, well, now I'm going to throw a block of butter down the corridor, and it's going to skid down and grease up the floor so that we can belly dive straight into round 3, where we have a minute and a half to... Now, how was it I described it last time? Defend our attacks so that we can attack the defense that was made, resulting in us defending ourselves while attacking. You have 90 seconds to make a closing statement. Go.
Listen, bitch. We've sung in Serbian and we broke our combo this year and sung in English. I know this sounds like a round 2 statement, but you've sung in Montenegrin mostly, English in 2009 and 12, and bits of broken German. So you're more experimental, I'll give you that. But we've won! We've achieved the top 3 placings on our Eurovision ice cream ticket card thing. Chocolate pudding. Anyway.
Bruh.
And due to Eurovision, we're even more experimental. We've sung in Serbian, English, French, German, Italian, Spanish, Russian, and Japanese. That's almost every language of my country in Las Islas de los Santos. Anyway, I digress. We've only sung in Serbian because the rules of that require you to sing at least in your native language, somewhat. But we've sung in Serbian, we've come third twice, we've yet to win. So, yeah. We're interesting with our voting there as well. We've given 52 points to Russia, 38 to Macedonia, 27 to the Netherlands, and in the final, we've mostly given to our neighbours, but you're not so innocent with that. You've given points to us, to Bosnia, to Albania. So yeah.
Time.
This is going tremendously.
Isn't it just, though?
I'm working to time, and yay!
Yeah, you don't suck as much as you usually do.
Oh, shush. Anyway, you have a minute and a half to do things with cheese. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, so, in the words of Rambo Amadeus, Euro, I got no ambition for high position in competition with air condition. And because that's fucking air conditioning, we have no ambition to do well. So you should take the air conditioning. At least turn it off when we're performing. We object to Carola Pray the Gateway Hegfist and her wind machine. Perhaps if she fucked off, we'd do better in the contest. And secondly, your claim to having all these languages in the junior contest is false. There were 2 words of Japanese in that song, and they were ichi, ni, which means 1, 2. So you and your fearless teachers of foreign language, you can do one, good sirs and or madams. So, like, Montenegro, okay? So we've been experimental with our styles. We sent dubstep rap. When has that ever happened before? We sent Rambo Amadeus. We got back, and you just had to give us a chance to refinance. Or refinance, if you say it properly. And then, you know, you gave us a chance, get our mojo back, and then dubstep rap, Sergei Jekovich, Nenad Knežević. We're on top of our game. You know, we're always on top of our game. We get that vertigo. Our jet's in the terminal waiting for us to murder you. That's epic rap battles of history. The point is, right, Montenegro, we're the underdogs. Everyone loves an underdog. Serbia, you got your cupcakes. I don't want to sound offensive, but did she cupcake? I'm sorry, that was too far. Too far.
Well, that was almost
I'm just saying she's...
That's almost as offensive as that time that we were thinking of Yukiola 5 following people that participated in Eurovision around with a tuba, and he was going to follow Bojana around, and you're just like, stop! She's not fat, she's full of talent!
Anyway, that's it. That's the debate. So we're gonna decide our asses for next time?
Yep.
I'm not gonna explain it yet again. You should know how the system works by now.
Heads!
So, are you having first or secondly?
I shall go first.
And your reward for having the testes to go first, because you're a woman, is... Uh-oh, Russia. That's gonna go down well, I'm sure.
Well, depends
Well, at least
on...
gives us interesting debate material.
Well, depends on who you have. If you have Ukraine, I'd be pleasantly surprised.
I'll have to install some anti-booing technology anyway.
Oh!
What was that about a pizza place?
I was going to say it would be hilarious if you had Ukraine.
Sadly not. Right colours, wrong country. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Fuck, the one country I can't pronounce.
Herzegovina?
Anyway, I have continued to will Tessellating the Hexagons be.
I've been Europe's Gallo 8, and the two-headed eagle shall fly off into the sunset.
And in the words of our song from this year, the Montenegrin song, adio, or to translate, girl bye.